Hello and welcome to another episode of MCQs for Judiciary Exams. Let's begin. Which section of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita corresponds to Section 34 of the IPC? Section 2, 4, Section 3, 5, Section 4, 5 or Section 5, 3? The correct answer is option B, Section 3, 5. Recently in the Vasant alias Girish Akbar Saab Sanewala and another's case, the state of Karnataka case, the Supreme Court cleared a husband accused of conspiring with his mother to kill his wife by setting her on fire, stating that simply being at the crime scene does not imply a shared intent without evidence of direct involvement. Section 34 of the Indian Penal Code deals with the acts done by several persons in furtherance of common intention. Now this is covered under the Section 3, subsection 5 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Next, what does Section 437 of CRPC deal with? Bailable offence, civil disputes, arrest procedures or non-bailable offences? The correct answer is option D, non-bailable offences. Recently in the Subilal alias Sushil Sahu versus State of Chhattisgarh, the Supreme Court stated that in instances where there is no risk of tampering with evidence, the accused fleeing or delays in the trial, courts should take a flexible stance when considering applications under Section 437(6) of the CRPC. Section 437 of the CRPC deals with the when bail may be taken in case of non-bailable offence. Next, who is included in the definition of court under Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam? Only judges, judges and magistrates, only arbitrators or police officers? The correct answer is option B, judges and magistrates. As per the Section 2, Clause 1, Subclause A of the Bharatiya Sakshya Adhiniyam, court includes all judges and magistrates and all persons except arbitrators legally authorized to take evidence. Next, which sections of the Indian Contract Act 1872 cover quasi-contracts? Sections 50 to 55, sections 60 to 65, sections 68 to 72 or sections 75 to 80? The correct answer is option C, sections 68 to 72. Quasi-contracts are contained in sections 68 to 72 of the Indian Contract Act 1872 and these obligations are based on the principle that law as well as justice should try to prevent unjust enrichment. Next, presumption as to absence of consent in certain prosecution for rape is provided under the Indian Evidence Act 1872 in Section 113A, Section 113B, Section 114 or Section 114A. The correct answer is option D, Section 114A. Section 114A of the Indian Evidence Act deals with the presumption as to absence of consent in certain prosecution for rape. Now it's time for the practice question. Which of the following instruments have been excluded by application of Section 137 of the Transfer of Property Act 1882? Shares only, bills of exchange only, both A and B or neither A nor B? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.